It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Monday, the 16th of September. I'm Michael Groff. We've got a trough of low pressure and associated cold front moving through the area today that will act on existing moisture for some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms across the eastern half of the state. Phoenix and the south central deserts right on the edge of that moisture and that better dynamic support, so there might be an isolated storm around, but that drier air is going to work in here rather quickly. And so what little rain chances we have around this afternoon will come to an end. And then we'll see drier air and somewhat cooler temperatures in here for the rest of the week before a warming trend comes in by this weekend. We'll get into all of the details of it right now as we dive on in and talk about it. First, the almanac from yesterday. 106 degrees the afternoon high. 86 was that morning low. 101 and 79 are the averages for this time of year. We're more than a half inch behind on rainfall for the year. And as for where we are, temperature statistics-wise, well, 112 consecutive days now with a high temperature at or above 100 degrees. We'll likely exceed that again today, but that should be it. I don't think we're going to get there tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday, Friday, but we probably will be back up toward the triple digits sometime over the weekend. All right, as we look outside right now here at 11:20 a.m., we've got partly cloudy sky. Yep, some cumulus out there, those fluffy clouds. And we're sitting at 97 degrees at Sky Harbor. The dew point's up to 61, humidity 31%. It's breezy, the wind from the south at 16 miles per hour. The barometer 29.78 inches and falling. Water vapor satellite view across the nation right now, kind of that upper air look. This tells you the story as to what's going on. And again, that trough of low pressure is coming through the western states. And we've got that associated cold front. You can see that kind of coming into Arizona here. And as that sweeps east, the deeper moisture from to the south and east of us will get pushed on out of the state. And so chances of storms, again, over eastern Arizona today and this evening. And then drier air will come in and somewhat cooler temperatures too. The watch warning map, we've got wind advisories across the Mojave Desert and into northern Arizona. And that wind advisory in effect from 10 a.m. this morning through 7 p.m. this evening. And those winds could be gusting to over 40 to 45 miles per hour. So if you're traveling on I-40 west out of Flagstaff over toward Kingman or up the 93 or wherever you are across northern northwest Arizona, you could run into some gusty winds, maybe some blowing dust too toward the Las Vegas Valley. So be aware of that, and even across southeast California. And again, the winds will be breezy around here today, too, even though we're not in that advisory. Convective Outlook, we do have a standard slight risk of severe storms, level 2 out of 5 for the outer banks of North Carolina in association with a tropical disturbance there. And also the slight risk over parts of North Dakota around Grand Forks, Fargo, Jamestown. And then the marginal risk of severe storms around the Four Corners, mainly to the north and east of the valley. Technically, we are in the green. Thunderstorms are possible, but that risk is really going to be mostly to the east of us over the higher terrain of eastern Arizona. And I know that's disappointing news. We were really hoping to get some precipitation in here, but over the last couple of days, this weather pattern has evolved in a bad way for us. And most of that moisture, well, it got pushed off to the south and east. And there wasn't as much moisture as initially hoped. Because that tropical cyclone, that tropical storm Ileana really fizzled out very, very quickly. And unfortunately, the folks at the National Weather Service have really been taking the hit on social media about that. And it's just kind of strange scenario because they did mention the chances of precipitation really had dropped even on Saturday in their forecast package. And people still got mad. I think would you rather that they never said anything, kept the forecast the same, and then nothing happened Sunday and today, and then you get mad that they didn't tell you? I don't know. People are very strange. But you know what they say, if you don't like it, do it better. You know, start your own weather service, start your own weather apps. I mean, we already have a million of them, and all of them are terrible, or at least most of them are. And we all know who I'm talking about, all those guys that have their own sites and all this. And, you know, maybe you feel the same way about me, but I'll tell you this, we had been talking about this for the last several days. Now, here's the precipitation outlook. This is valid through Monday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, probably nothing or very little, if anything. We could see a few hundredths of an inch. And obviously, if a storm does happen to get in here this afternoon, yes, it could put down some locally heavy rain higher than what you see here. But I think on the whole for the valley, that is not likely. All right, let's get into it here. The details of this forecast now. To do that, we explore the models, see what the future may hold. Here we go, the GFS. This is the 12Z run, and it's valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. There's that trough coming through the western states, through the Great Basin, and we're going to push a cold front on through here for this afternoon. So what it means down at the surface for the rest of the day today, partly cloudy sky, a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm, but the better chances of storms will be confined to the higher terrain of eastern Arizona, the eastern rim, the White Mountains, the southeastern portion of the state, Tucson, Globe, up towards Show Low, Window Rock, St. John's, Safford, Douglas, Bisbee, Sierra Vista. Those places have a better chance of storms. We maybe a 10 to 20% chance, and the gradient is really tight. I mean, I think maybe the West Valley, the chance of rain is well under 10%. A little bit higher over towards Scottsdale, Carefree, Fountain Hills, the East Valley, the far East Valley, eastern Maricopa County. Whatever the case, high temperatures this afternoon should be somewhere around 99 to 103. And yeah, it's still going to be muggy until that front comes through and then the drier air will come in. Now for tonight, again, an evening storm possible, especially in the East Valley. Otherwise, we turn clear and drier air comes in. Overnight lows will drop in the mid-60s in the cool valley locations. Low to mid-70s for the urban core. And tomorrow, sunny, not as warm though. Highs should still top out somewhere, I'd say, probably low 90s, maybe near the mid-90s. We'll see. It looks like that cooler air is going to work on in here though. And then Wednesday, again, highs somewhere upper 80s, low 90s. Overnight lows will be in the 60s, pretty much valley-wide each morning. That'll be nice. And pretty much the same story Thursday. We've got another follow-up trough coming on in here, and high temperatures should drop off a degree or two as that approaches. Again, upper 80s, low 90s, overnight lows in the 60s. Same deal Friday, and dry conditions will continue. The GFS hints that maybe there could be a stray shower right up there along the Arizona-Utah border with this next trough coming on in, but the deeper moisture remains well off to the east of us. So we go to the weekend, Saturday, sunny. A little bit warmer. Highs get back in the mid to upper 90s. And we should return to the triple digits by Sunday, with high temperatures getting back to around 98 to 102, as ridging is going to build in from the west. And any troughing in the westerlies, that'll stay well up to the north of us, as is more typical for this time of year. Here's a week from today. This is Monday, the 23rd of September. Again, troughing is up there over the Northeast Pacific, the Gulf of Alaska, moving into Western Canada, staying to the north of Arizona. A 591 ridge is nosing in here, so temperatures will be once again above average. You knew we were not going to be done with the triple digits. And going out 10 days, this is Wednesday, the 25th. And again, troughing to the north of us, but the ridge looks like it weakens a bit. The heights come down ever so slightly. So temperatures would still be around seasonal averages, maybe a degree or two warmer than average. But overall, not incredibly unbelievable heat. No record heat in sight here. Just temperatures closer to normal. All right, let's take a look at rainfall for Phoenix. This goes out through the end of the month, out through the 30th of September. And this is off the GFS ensemble. Basically nothing. I mean, you can pretty much count on very little precipitation. I mean, after today's very small rain chances, just don't see any sign of precipitation out there on the horizon. And the European ensemble in very good agreement on that as well. Again, maybe a little bit of precipitation today, and that's going to be about it. All right, looking at temperatures off the national blend of models. Yeah, obviously, we'll trend down. We'll stay with highs in the 90s. The coolest desert spots in the upper 80s for the rest of the week. And then as we head toward the weekend, we warm up. Those overnight lows, maybe around 70 in the mid-city. But I would say the majority of us, if not all of us, will be down in the 60s at least a couple of nights this week. That'll feel really good. You could even open up those windows in the early morning hours and the doors and all that. And then we warm it up this weekend and into next week with afternoon highs going above average once again. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell. Leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you really like what we do here, then click that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube and make those monetary contributions to us, $2, $5, $5,000. It all helps in the furtherance of this channel. Or you can donate via PayPal. groffshow@gmail.com is the address via PayPal, groffshow@gmail.com for PayPal. All right, the executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona. Of course, I guess I didn't load in the banner. I'm talking about my Michelle. There you go. So check her out. Check out her videos. Check out everything Michelle related linked up down in the description. Also, Michelle and Mike related. Check out our streaming station, available 24/7, 365. It is called KMGX. What do we do there? We play a ton of music and have a lot of fun with that. So give that a look, give that a listen, and do all that. So again, check out all of that stuff in the description. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, all of your continued support. It is so greatly appreciated. Please be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated out there. You guys have yourselves a beautiful rest of your Monday.